Welcome to Now, I'm your host, Curtis Parody. On today's episode, we're going back in time to talk about MSN Messenger. Google Maps could soon be returning to the iPhone, but will Apple allow it? And is it possible to create a tire without air? Before we start, I want to remind you that many of the shirts that I wear on this channel are available for purchase, just like this one. Just head over to thecurtisparodystore.ca. We start today's show off by talking about the past. Let's say early 2001. If you can remember back to that time before Facebook, Twitter, and even YouTube, there was one major way to communicate with your friends, and that was MSN, or what was later branded to Windows Live Messenger. Personally, I remember using this to talk to friends, and for its time, it was a great program. Looking back now, though, not so much. The reason I'm talking about this today, though, is because it will soon be no more. But really, for myself and many others, I'm sure that you couldn't really care less, as better solutions to chatting with friends have been online for some time. But Microsoft has announced that it will be merging Windows Live Messenger's platform with Skype. Since Microsoft's acquisition of Skype, it only made sense for them to merge them into one product. So if you're still using MSN for some ungodly reason, you will soon be moved to a better place called Skype. From Microsoft and Skype to Apple and Google. Ever since iOS 6 rolled out, many people, including myself, have been waiting for Google to put out a standalone map app for the platform. Because let's face it, Apple's maps are nice, but saying they're broken is an understatement. Now, Google has been working on a standalone app for some time now, but the question has arisen: will Apple allow the app into the iOS App Store? In the past, Apple has actually rejected Google apps for some very interesting reasons, like the Google Talk app. It was originally rejected simply because it simulated an already present feature on the phone. That would be, of course, the calling feature. So will Apple reject the Map app as well? Well, it's hard to say, but I know if they do, it won't make people that happy. And heck, I know of one mobile platform that has all the Google goodness built right in, and I myself am starting to look at it and wonder, could that be my next? So if you're using Apple's Maps, you're probably going to be finding yourself doing a little off-roading in the future, due to its incorrect data, of course. So why not pick up a bike and some of these? These cool new bike tires require no air, so you never have to worry about a flat. Using a system of carbon nanotube rods inside the tire, you can eliminate the entire need for an air-filled tube. And if you're looking to have a softer ride on the tire, you can simply adjust the rods to get a simulated flat tire. What's cool about this is that the tire actually requires much less energy to move or turn due to the internal rods and the elastic springs. At the moment, these are only a prototype, but the creator is looking for further sponsors to develop the product, and in the future, they hope to scale these up to tires for cars. Okay, so I'm not really sure how to transition from a story about tires to a story about gay marriage, so with the new trend here on Now, I'm simply just going to move on, just like that. So it looks like France could soon be joining many of the other countries in the world, like my home country here in Canada, in legalizing gay marriage. This is a huge step forward for any country, and if France were to pass this law, it would be the biggest country in the world to pass in both population and economy. Other countries that have legalized gay marriage are the Netherlands in 2001, Belgium in 2003, Spain and Canada 2005, South Africa legalized it in 2006, Norway 2008, Sweden 2009, Argentina, Iceland, and Poland all legalized it in 2010, and the most recent was Denmark this year. Now, there are also a lot of other areas in the world where it's legal, it's just not the full country, like in the US, where it must be passed in individual states. Connecticut, Iowa, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, and Vermont have all passed gay marriage bills, and the District of Columbia also recognizes it. Also, Mexico City has legalized it, but nowhere else in Mexico is it legal. So there are many places in the world where gay marriage is now accepted, and France could soon join that list, but there may be one problem. France has a very strong religious sector, which, as you can bet, will try to squash this change in government. So we'll have to wait and see if France can join the other forward-thinking countries in the world by legalizing gay marriage. And the last thing I want to squeeze in here, just because it's pretty important to all my American fans, is the election happening there tomorrow. After all the months of campaigning and literally whatever else the candidates have been doing, tomorrow will be the day for all Americans to head out and cast their vote. Now, this year, due to the hurricane on the east coast of the country, the American government is allowing people to vote online if they can't make it to a polling station. But I was wondering, but what about the other people in the country? And let's broaden that even more to all countries in the world. Do you think voting should contain an online element where, as long as you sign up, you can vote online? Personally, I think it'd be great. I wouldn't have to worry about heading down to a polling station to vote. I could simply do it right from my computer or even phone, as long as it's connected to the internet. So this all goes towards my question of the day. If you could, and in a safe and secure way, vote online, would you? And do you think the number of voters would actually increase if an online option was available. Tell me in the comment section below on this video, or of course you can let me know on my Facebook page, Twitter, or Google+. Links to those sites and the articles in today's episode in the description below. And when you're done commenting, why not click the subscribe button in that corner? There should be an annotation up there. Once you click on it, all of the newest episodes of Now will get sent straight to you. Then you can click the like button because you like this video, you like the content in it, or you like me. One of the three. I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now.